Hello. Buenas. Bienvenidos. Welcome, everybody. GKI Radio listeners. Thank you so much for joining me. Another edition, another show of Puertas Abiertas, your place and your connection for anything and everything related to real estate. I want to welcome everybody who's joining me today, and also thank everybody who's been sending emails and who's been leaving me any notes at the station of things that you would like to hear or know more of, or just to let me know that you are willing to share your stories or nightmares with us, or any tip that you have for a listening audience on anything that has taken place with you. Today we have a packed show, and I want to make sure that everybody stays tuned with us. Remember, in our commercial breaks, we do play music. We love being different here. This is why internet radio is so different, and we're open to subjects that sometimes in other places we might be a little bit limited, but not here, okay? Today I wanted to bring you guys up something that I get asked many times, but also that I listen, and especially through 20 years, you start realizing a lot of things are not exactly the same. I've been asked many times, are all lenders the same? And I'm going to tell you, no, they're not. I don't know if some of you guys are aware, if you have businesses that lenders that are commercial, or if you have a corporation and you want to get a loan to buy a property through your commercial bank or commercial lender, it's a little bit different terms, different conditions, and not exactly work the same as you would a lender who's only dedicated, let's say, for residential, or mostly does residential. And again, not all banks are the same. Not all lenders are the same. Not everybody is a lender. You may have mortgage brokers, which is exactly what it is. They're broker mortgages. Means that they shop you around with all the banks that are available, that are giving loans, and you fall into different banks and categories, and they tell you what those lenders or banks are offering you. Then you have those lenders who are mortgage brokers and lenders, which means that they have their own money that they can lend, but they also have banks that they work with, or other lending entities that are also lending money. So what happens in that situation is that you have more product. They have more ideas. They're more flexible in seeing how they can place you with someone that can help you in your specific needs, or at least to provide you more products for you, right? Because there's ways of having a conventional 3% down instead of an FHA 3.5% down. If you've been listening to us, I think in various shows, I know that in various shows we talked about the difference of different loans and how those loans affect what you can purchase. So in that same way, you have many lenders who will tell you, I have all these different products, and they'll provide you with a product according to your specific personal needs, your credit, your loan to value ratio, how much your earnings, where do you have your monies, what do you do? There's many aspects, and not one person is the same as another. So make sure that when you're looking for a home, when you're looking to purchase something, that you understand, or that you shop yourself around at least a minimum of 3 entities. And I'm going to tell you why. If you ask for pre-approvals or to get approved in the first 30 days, your credit is not as hard hit as if you do it afterwards. The way that somebody checks your credit and your background looking for a home is a little bit different than a credit card, okay? And you can have 2-3 lenders run your credit within the same 30 days, and you will not be hit in the same way as if you do this at different times. Let's say 30 days have already come by, and now you're checking to see if you truly got the best deal with this person. Now you're going to get hit a little bit different with the points every time somebody checks your credit. So I recommend that if you're going to buy a home, please have yourself checked by 2 or 3 different lenders within the first 30 days. And that way you can compare what this bank or this lender is offering versus this one, or this one, okay? This is your time to do that. This is the best time to do that, and this is the best time for you to assimilate all the information that's coming with you. Like I said, not every house has the same product. And this is the reason why, unless you've been working with someone for many, many years and you already know all the products that they can offer you, you trust them, you know that they're not gonna lead you astray, you get yourself shopped within those 30 days. I think I have Jody, my Chihuahua. You know, she needs to be part of everything. Sorry, guys, you know how it is. I love my little doggies. But I want to go back to the banks. Guys, looking for a home, you need to know what is available for you. The home is one of the largest investments most folks will do in their lifetime. Unless you're an investor or you're doing something else, this is pretty much what we do. Okay? We look for a home, and that's where we put all of our hard energy. We sell it, we go into something else, but it's normally our homestead. Unless you're an investor, this is what you need to guard yourself and what you need to make sure that you are getting the best that you can get according to what you need in your availabilities, okay? Financial, work, the money that you have saved for this, so you must do this. I want to remind you guys also that not all loans are the same. If you're an FHA, it has particular regulations. If you're in a VA, has particular regulations. If you're doing a conventional, has particular regulations. And interest, depending on your credit and depending on many things. If you do a hard money lender, that's another route right there. So I need you guys to understand that not all loans are the same. Not the same. Please remember that. You must know the particulars of every single loan to see which one is the right one for you. Okay? And that not all lenders are the same. Actually, I believe not too long ago, we had someone come in who told us how VA people, all of my veterans, some banks are gearing them in another direction because they don't know what they normally get. In this show, we have talked about that many times, and I want to steer you guys right. Listen to the show, listen to the segments, and again, if you miss something and you think you've missed something and that you're not sure about, please write me at puertasabiertasshow@gmail.com or call the station. They'll get in touch with me, 407-476-9059. I want to make sure that nobody steered incorrectly because you don't know what is the best for you given your circumstances. I think I'm running out of time, but I want to make sure that we touch on this today. And I want you guys to remember, again, not all lenders are the same. Not all lenders have the same product. Not all lenders know what is best given your circumstances. Please get yourself shopped around, at least with 3 lenders whenever you get ready to buy. And do it within the same 30 days, not after, within the same 30 days. Check if you're only up for FHA because there are conventional loans that are 3% down, okay? That may be beneficial to you, not just that one. Get yourself shopped around. Any questions, you know where to come. You come here, I'm never going to lie to you. And whatever I don't know, bet your life on it that I'm going to find an expert who is the best at it and who would gear us right, okay? They're telling me I'm on for a commercial. I'm going to be right back. Guys, I have a lot of things going on in today's show. You don't want to miss it. Don't miss anything that's going on. And I'm going to be right back after this commercial and musical break. And I hope to see you guys back because I have a lot to tell you. Hey, we're back. Continuing with the talk. Everything real estate, everything real, right here in Puertas Abiertas. I hope you guys were enjoying the music. I love our breaks because it's not just commercials. We get to dance and listen to music. I love GKI Radio. Hey guys, I have a guest today. Her name is Aracely Granada. She is a business administrator. She has a degree in design. She also has a company of travel. But the reason why she's here with us today, because she is an investor in her own right and a property manager. This amazing lady, she's originally born in Colombia, great entrepreneur, and you will love to hear her story. And she got herself started in this country, barely speaking any English, and how has been able to have her own properties and how she manages. Without further ado, here with us today, Aracely Granada. Buenas noches. ¿Cómo estás, Aracely?
Buenas noches, Maricarmen. Bien, ¿y tú?
Bien, mi amor. Gracias por venir. Gracias por ser una invitada. Le estaba contando a nuestro público de habla inglés, ahora lo digo en español, que eres una administradora de negocios, tienes también un diploma de design, tienes tu propia compañía de turismo, pero de donde más nos conocemos es porque eres una inversionista increíble y manejas tus propias propiedades, y tuve la oportunidad, claro, de trabajar mucho contigo y me encanta toda tu historia, cómo empezaste, y me gustaría que le hablaras un poquito a nuestro público de cómo empezaste y cómo fue tu carrera en esto de inversiones aquí en los Estados Unidos.
Ok, primero que todo les quiero decir que en mi país yo administraba mi propia empresa y al final de año, cuando tenía algunas ganancias, pues yo invertía en finca raíz. Ahí empecé yo a manejar esta parte y a darme cuenta que realmente me gustaba y que me rentaba un poco más de lo que yo hacía. Bueno, cuando llegué aquí a Estados Unidos, de pronto me encontré regresando a Colombia y vendiendo todas mis propiedades, trayendo un capital que yo no sabía qué destino iba a tener. Aún no había decidido qué hacer.
Wow.
Pensando de que yo ya llegué un poco mayor, no debía colocar ningún negocio, ya no estaba como en ese plan. Empecé a pensar en inversiones y empecé a buscar casas para rentar. La primera casa que compré fue un dúplex. Lo había comprado un realtor, cosa que a mí me perturbó un poco porque yo pensaba, ¿por qué lo vende enseguida? ¿Tendrá algún problema? Afortunadamente aquí se puede mirar en la historia de una propiedad en la ciudad.
Eso es verdad, se puede mirar todo eso en los taxes, correcto.
Sí, entonces pues yo lo hice y me lancé, la compré. Hice la cuenta de cuánto me iba a devolver en cuánto tiempo mi capital. Me gustó y lo hice. Ahora, eso fue en el 2014, ahora me doy cuenta que fue la mejor compra que hice. Posteriormente compré otro dúplex que era bastante bonito, muy, muy aparente. Difícilmente se rentaba. Estuve luchando 3 años con las rentas, rentaba, se iban, no sé qué pasaba. A los 3 años lo vendí con una buena utilidad. Entonces empecé a pensar que de pronto la renta no era tampoco el fin, que yo podía hacer otra cosa, y empecé a pensar en comprar casas para arreglarlas y venderlas. Hice la primera compra de una casa, recuerdo que estaba quemada. Y pues realmente necesitaba mucho arreglo, pero yo dije, hagámosle. Bueno, a Santa Rosa del Charco, y ahí llegué. Empecé a trabajar, empezamos a arreglarla. La casa quedó tan bonita que la vendimos en 2 días.
Wow.
Se vendió a buen precio. Esto me gustó y me dio ánimo. Entonces yo dije, no, este negocio está bueno. Yo no tengo el idioma, yo no sabía muy bien cómo son las normas acá. Le toca a uno ir aprendiendo, y eso le va dando experiencia. De todas maneras, ya compré otra con la cual cometí errores, porque para aprender hay que cometer errores. Pero también la vendí. De todas maneras, pues ya llegó la pandemia y en este momento pues las cosas están un poquito difíciles, entonces comprar para vender así no, y compré para rentar. Ahora estoy rentando únicamente, pero también con la ilusión de que vuelva a estabilizarse el mercado y yo pueda continuar haciendo lo que me gusta.
Claro, bueno, yo sé que ahora tienes varias propiedades que están en renta. Claro, el mercado no está apto para comprar en estos momentos porque está bastante alto y tenemos tan poquito inventario. Pero bueno, sí, ya tienes todo esto y tuviste la oportunidad que en los tiempos buenos supiste lo que tenías que hacer y cómo tenías que hacerlo. Porque no en todo mercado se justifica, como le digo a la gente, los inversionistas miran si vale la pena vender, si vale la pena rentar y se mira de acuerdo con el mercado lo que uno tiene que hacer. Por eso es que es importante que si no tienes esa intuición, if you don't have that knowledge, right, que escojas a personas que te puedan por lo menos guiar, porque yo pienso que el buen inversionista siempre tiene una buena noción, pero si te falta lo otro, que es como trabaja en un país, pues siempre tienes buenos profesionales que te puedan ayudar y ahí van. Y en estos momentos, ¿cuántas propiedades estás manejando?
En este momento estoy manejando 4 propiedades.
Okay. Very nice, very nice. ¿Cuál es tu idea en estos momentos para un futuro? ¿Cómo le miras? ¿Qué tip le puedes dar a alguien que esté pensando o mirando si se quiere poner en un mercado en estos momentos para comprar, para vender o arreglar o para rentar?
Yo pienso que siempre es posible hacer las cosas. Nunca se puede cerrar uno a decir no se puede. Pero pues uno toma opciones y yo tomé la mía. De todas maneras, cuando una persona empieza con propiedad raíz, es un buen negocio. Es lo mejor que hay porque esta propiedad adquiere más valor, se puede negociar, es algo tangible que está ahí y lo puedes vender en cualquier momento. La finca raíz, como decimos en Colombia, es muy lucrativa y es lo mejor para mí. Puede que otras personas piensen de otra manera, pero a mí me parece realmente interesante y muy buen negocio.
Sí, yo siempre digo a los clientes que mantener un portfolio, que es bueno mantener un portfolio, tener una gran parte del capital en todo lo que es bienes raíces y a lo mejor tener algo en el stock market o en otras cosas, pero estoy de acuerdo contigo que todo lo que sea tangible tiene que ser parte de un portfolio. ¿Sabe? Está bien que usted tenga cositas en el stock market, que no sé, que estés invirtiendo por aquí y por allá, pero todo lo que es tangible, tú sabes lo que puedes hacer. Tú sabes que está ahí, tú sabes que va a tener uso, especialmente todo lo que esté listo para una renta. Nos queda poquito tiempo, pero bueno, en el último minuto que nos quede, ¿qué otra cosita le puedes decir a todo el que esté empezando, a todo el que nos esté escuchando que quiera empezar?
Bueno, primero que todo hay que buscar un buen profesional. Cuando yo llegué aquí me sentí muy contenta porque me di cuenta de sus capacidades, entonces ya las cosas a mí se me hicieron más fáciles. Eso es muy importante, uno tener una buena aliado, un profesional que lo oriente muy bien.
Eso es verdad.
Sí. Y pues de cuando uno maneja las propiedades, está muy pendiente de tenerlas en muy buen estado, tenerlas en tan buen estado que si yo quiero ir a vivir allá, yo pueda ir a vivir.
Wow. Esos tips lo vamos a guardar para el próximo segmento porque quería hablar un poquito sobre eso, dejarle saber al público y a toda la gente que está invirtiendo allá afuera. Señores, la condición de la propiedad también demanda la renta y también te va a demandar el tipo de persona que vas a tener dentro de la propiedad. I'm going to say that in English because we're going to go pretty soon to a commercial break. Aracely, te quiero dar las gracias, no te vayas, quiero hacer un segundo segmento contigo. We're going to go into a small break, but I want you guys to come back because I want to talk to all those investors out there that are owning and having properties, guys, the condition of your property is going to demand the money and it's going to tell you your clientele. If you treat your property like trash, you may be attracting trash as renters. If you treat your property nice, you're going to have amazing renters because everybody wants to occupy a place that is in decent condition. I am going to be going into a commercial break. Remember, our commercial breaks have amazing music. And be right back because I have a lot of tips and information to give you. And I want to talk to investors out there or anybody looking to invest of how it's going to work out throughout our experiences and experiences like the investor that I just had on, a lady who's in her 70s and still very heavily investing in the market. Maricarmen Rodriguez, this is Puertas Abiertas, and we're going to be right back. I see you guys soon, okay? Hello again. Hey, continuing with the conversation. I have on the line Mr. Robert Johnson. He is a veteran. And you know how we have listeners from all over the place, all over the world, being internet radio here at GKI Radio. And it's interesting how we get calls from different folks. And it's great that we're getting tips and ideas and circumstances and stories that we can all learn something from, right? So Robert Johnson, he was calling us in reference to Veterans Affairs and things that he has seen throughout his career, being a veteran himself, that could help other folks who are in the military or who are veterans. Hello, how are you, Mr. Johnson?
Hello, Mary. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for listening, number one.
You're welcome.
And thank you for participating because I know sometimes folks listen, but maybe they're shy to come in and talk. But I am glad that you are in today. And what would you like to pass on to all of our listeners, whether they're veterans or maybe they have families who are veterans, maybe they don't know all of the opportunities or maybe circumstances that you have gone through that can help others?
Well, there's a lot of information for veterans out there, but there is a lot of misinformation as well.
Okay.
And there is a big problem on that part. One of my personal experience is having been a veteran and receiving a VA loan myself. You get like multiple offers from different lenders, but some of them are not true lenders. And they will try to get into your loan and change your rates and everything else. So, but the main key thing that I will tell to anyone that is a veteran, always do your research before you start doing anything. There's a big problem which you don't do your research and you get affected by later on.
When you said that they're not true lenders, what do you mean about them not being true lenders? They're lenders that don't know how to work the VA loan. They just want to get a loan, but not give that veteran everything that the VA loan is supposed to give them?
Correct, exactly.
Okay.
They don't know the full umbrella of the VA loan. And it's very complicated. And they just know that you have the property and they know that you have it on the VA loan, and they will try to refinance you, but they don't refinance you under the same umbrella that you have at the same time. Okay,
I can understand that. Yeah, and I can see why somebody be confused, because if you don't know everything that the veterans or the GI Bill has for you, then you will be confused. But for those folks who maybe are not too familiar with what you're talking about, being that you know a lot about the subject, remember that a VA loan It's similar, but it's not. It's not an FHA loan, guys. I'm going to put it out there right now. I know a lot of folks think, oh, it's the same, or even realtors think, oh, it's the same. No, it's not. No, it's not. I mean, the cap of a VA loan right now is $765,000. The VA loan has no PMI, and FHA does. And that is good, because what you're saying, Robert, people sometimes don't know there's no PMI, which is primary mortgage insurance. Every single lender will charge you primary mortgage insurance until you have at least 20% of your home value in equity. Okay, let's put that out there. Let's make that clear. That does not take place in a VA loan, even if that VA loan is 100% loan.
Right.
Another thing is, the VA loan does not require a down payment. You guys only have to pay your closing costs. There's no down payment to a VA loan. So the only thing that, to me, the VA loan may have similar to an FHA loan is that the appraisal, like, the appraisal does stay with the property for those 4 months, the same thing as the FHA. But then again, I don't see that as a major problem, because, hey, if you took an offer and it didn't appraise, then you don't take any more of that type of loan. You look for something else. But aside of that, there's no other similarity between the VA loan and the FHA loan, because, hello, I mean, it is obvious with these things that this is not. What other things? And it's true what you said, Albert. Thank you for saying that. Make sure, if you are a veteran, or you are right now active, that you only work with lenders who understand and know how to use those loans available to anybody in the military or to veterans. If they don't, ask, get a list, ask your real estate agent. If you have a good real estate agent, they know which lenders know how to work this and which lenders are not really lenders that are working those type of loans. But thank you so much for mentioning that, because I wouldn't think that a lender would take something and change it just to do a loan, instead of giving that person, especially a veteran, everything that should be given to them, right?
I have seen that. One of the main resources that I would tell every veteran friend of mine is always call the VA Loan Center for your state.
Okay.
That's part of the VA regional office. And because they are the source of information, they will tell you what is right, what is wrong.
Thank you for that. I'm writing that down too, in case anybody calls us or sends any notes to the program. I can refer them to double check all that information at the VA Loan Center or the VA regional office. Thank you for that tip. I'm writing it myself. Even though, for years, for years, I guess after 20 years in real estate, we know about VA loans, and we know all the lenders that we work with, which one has it, or which one knows how to work with it, and which one does not. What other things have you seen that is also a misconception that is going on with our Veterans Affairs?
Well, it's not with the VA itself. It's actually how veterans are getting approached. One of the biggest problems that I noticed is a lot of the lenders are saying they can handle veterans VA loans, and they can do it, but they don't know all the steps to get through. And they start promising things without realizing what is right, what is wrong.
So what would be a red flag? Let's say if I'm a veteran, I don't know, and I get approached by a lender, what would be another red flag that I would see saying, oh my God, maybe this person doesn't know how to work my loan if I was a veteran?
The APR is variable.
Oh, so the APR being variable, of course, because the VA loan is a fix. Okay.
The amount of money that is offered is not close to the max if you don't have the certificate open.
Okay.
How they looking at your credit score?
Okay.
And that brings a big topic. What I always recommend to everybody is invest on one credit bureau and pay the 20, 15, 19, whatever it costs, and you monitor that credit bureau all around. You paying for that one, you're going to get your FICO score for general, but you also going to get the 6 FICO scores that really count. The one for housing, the one for credit cards, which are 2 or 3, depends on which one they're looking at,
Yeah.
and the 2 for auto. So you may have a 670 in FICO score general, but you may be sitting on a 610 or 630 in the other FICO scores. And that's in the gap.
Got you. Albert, Mr. Johnson, thank you so much for calling today. They're telling me we're running out of time. This always happens.
Sure.
Every time we have an amazing conversation, but I hope to see you back. You know, I'm going to save your information here. I would love to have you back for future shows. Everything that you brought out, I mean, I think maybe I know because I've been involved with many veterans things, but I could imagine how many realtors, how many unscrupulous lenders, and how really what you just said, maybe a lot of VAs and a lot of military people didn't get the opportunity to have this knowledge that you've had throughout your years. And this is amazing. I want to thank you so much for calling today. I appreciate you, appreciate your call. Thank you so much for your service.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate
And
it.
thank you for calling and listening to us. I really, you know, being internet, sometimes I don't know where we're being heard, who's listening, what's going on. But thank you so much for calling. I am heading to a commercial break. This is GKI Radio. My name is Maricarmen Rodriguez. This is Puertas Abiertas, your real estate show, anything and everything real estate related. Remember that to send us your tips, your calls, your questions is 407-476-9059. And again, my email is puertasabiertasshow@gmail.com. I'm going to be right back. And like I said, you're not going to get so much information, so much truth, so much real people, real professional, real situations as you do right here in Puertas Abiertas. I'll be right back. Thank you, Mr. Johnson, for today's call. I truly appreciate you, your knowledge, and your service. Thank you. We'll be right back, guys. Welcome back, people. How are you? I can't believe we're on again. Yes. Friday. We're gonna party. Are you guys enjoying the musical breaks? Because I am.
I definitely
Sometimes
am too.
I'm like this, listening, singing, talking, and then here we are back on the air. Thank you so much for joining us. Janet, Mari, always every Friday. Your girls, your Friday girls. And if you're like us, doing something on a Friday night, because we get ready for Saturday, okay? I'm so glad that you're joining us, that you're still calling us, that you still are emailing us.
Bringing the questions in.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Hey, remember, our number is 407-476-9059. And the email is Puertas Abiertas. For you guys that maybe don't read Spanish, it's exactly as you see it in the screen, Puertas Abiertas, and just add the word show at gmail.com. And we're here for you every Friday. Real talk, real people, real professionals, no BS. And it is what it is. And there's no questions that are bound, guys. So who do we have today? What's happening this Friday?
So we have Charlotte. Her question is, how much do I have to pay an agent to help me buy a house?
Okay, I'm going to assume that she's talking about a buyer's agent.
Right.
In the state of Florida, we kind of like customarily, we do not charge someone when they're looking for a house because customary, okay, the seller pays the commission for the agents involved, whoever represent the buyer, and of course for the seller's agent.
That's right.
In commercial real estate, that's where it's a little bit different, okay? In commercial real estate, a client will pay you for you to dedicate your time solely to be looking for specifically what that commercial client wants, which sometimes is kind of difficult. Commercial is a little bit different than residential, but on residential, customarily, we don't charge anything. It's paid to us by the seller, okay?
That's right. Thank you so much, Mari. So our next question is Emma. What should my credit score be in order to buy a house?
Recently, just a month or two ago, I know that was changed. Before, I think there was a minimum for some of the loans. Now it could be as low as 580 with specific circumstances. Remember, folks, credit and interest, they go hand in hand. So possibly some people can get, maybe with a credit score of 580, can find a loan or a product that will work with them, but do not expect a 3%, 4% interest. Normally between from 620 and up, we start seeing a little bit of a better interest. And of course, the better your credit is, the better interest somebody's going to give you. Okay.
That's right.
So, but listen, call any financing agency. I think you've met a few in the show. We've had Ray, we've had Andrew,
that's right.
We've had some big time lenders, houses that have been established for 30 years. The originators, they have their own money to lend aside of mortgaging other banks, right? So any questions you have on that, any tips, anybody that you would like to get their information and has been here, please call us at 407-476-9059 or send us an email at Puertas Abiertas Show, and I'll be more than happy to send you the information of that professional that has been here, that at least you know when you call DVPR, when you're in places, they're licensed, they're real, and they're houses that have been standing here for many years.
That's right. Awesome. Thank you so much for those valuable information that you always
We're
give
here
us.
to help.
Yes,
We're
we
here
are.
to help together. We're here to help together.
All right. So our next person is Jack. How much do I need for a down payment? I mean, it all depends, right?
Yeah, it all depends on the amount of the property. It depends also on the loan that you have. Your down payment could be from $500 to, I don't know, $20,000. It depends on the loan. It depends on the factor of your contract. But also remember something. I want people to be clear and understanding. When you send a contract and you tell a seller, here's my contract, especially in the seller's market, okay? And even before that, I'm going to say maybe not as tough as it is right now, but before that, if you're in a contract and you want me to seriously look at you as a buyer, not that you have to bring in $10,000, but if you're only putting $500, sometimes the seller feels you don't have skin in the game. That means that for any little minor thing, you're going to leave, and then that seller is going to get some of the contract. Like I said, right now, sellers don't care because they're in the driver's seat. They pick the best contracts.
Yeah.
But in a regular market, remember, you're as good as what you're preparing on paper. And when you tell someone, hey, I'm giving you all this deposit, I'm showing you that in good faith I want to play and I have skin in this game, they're going to take you more of a serious buyer. Okay?
That's
So
right.
keep that in mind.
Awesome. Daniel, thank you for calling in. How long can a seller take to respond to my offer? And
In this seller's market, whatever time, I don't know what to tell you. Really, guys, more than a week is really pushing it. I don't know what these listing agents are doing. I don't like that kind of time. I really don't know how productive getting 20, 30 offers are. Really, you have to go through each and every one of them, right?
yeah, that's true.
So come on, guys. Come on, listing agents. Come on, sellers. It's a seller's market. We get it. We understand. But can you not take more than 3-4 days? It's kind of like unfair. And how many offers can you really take at one time?
Yeah, that's right.
Cut it off. Cut it off at some point.
Take
Whoever
it off the
put it
market
in,
or, yeah,
just put it in backup. I mean, cut it off that you don't spend 5 days getting offers.
right.
Because everybody's sending offers and folks feel, okay, maybe they haven't accepted one because they haven't gotten a great one on the table. No, that's not what's happening. You know what I'm saying? It's not like before, okay, they haven't made a decision because maybe they haven't seen a great offer. No.
Yes.
Right now you have so many offers. Cash, conventional, VA, this, that. There's so many offers. Come on, folks, cut it off and say, after these days, we don't accept any more offers. You've had 3-4 days to bring in your offers and to bring your stuff and make a decision, because you're killing the rest of us and the buyers and everybody else. It takes too long to find out.
It's just in a waiting game. You're waiting and
Waiting. So you know what?
and we're all getting desperate.
Hey, listing agents, don't call me. I don't want to hear from you, okay? I don't care. Buyers, start putting blind offers and then go see it right away the moment you place that offer, but put as many offers as you can. This reminds me a little bit of the market. Remember when it was short sales? Short sales, but this is worse. This is one of the worst buyer's market I have seen in a long time. I'm sorry, but that is how I feel. And you know that I take a lot of listings, but the truth is the truth.
Yeah, so sorry, buyers, but stay
I know,
strong,
it's too
keep
much. Stay
going.
strong, keep on going, put a lot of offers.
Yeah. Okay, so here we have Mila. What if my offer is rejected? What should I do?
Nothing, honey. What can we do? The offer is rejected unless they're telling you to up the offer or they're sending you a counter offer. It is rejected, period. They have something else better. Now, if they send you a counter or they say, hey, listen, we're calling back everybody who's in backup offer, then don't lose that chance. Put your best foot forward. Put the most that you were willing to do. Put the most amazing terms and go to win. And even if you don't, at least you put your best foot forward, okay?
That's right. And don't give up. I mean,
Don't give up, but
start
rejection,
looking-
rejection is rejection. That means that they have other offers. So move on and try to find something else. I think we have time for one more.
Okay, let's do one more. Henry, thank you for calling in. Do I need to do a final walkthrough?
Yes.
It's a yes, definitely.
Definitely. And let me tell you why. After 20 years in the industry, I've gone to a house where somebody did a switcheroo on me I could be on an appliance. They took something. Some other guy took a door. And you wouldn't expect these people. You say, oh, it's a refrigerator. Yeah. But wait a minute. It wasn't the refrigerator that I saw in the picture. And no, this is to your advantage. If you're the buyer, you want to make sure that the last time you saw the property, everything is there as it's supposed to be.
Yes.
And also that nothing else is broken, guys. Or maybe, hey, there's a new leak that wasn't there before. It's to your advantage the day before your closing or the day of closing to go back to that property, check it out, look at the pictures, see, okay, so everything is in good condition, everything is the same, no switcheroo on me. So that's what it is. You are the buyer. It is to your benefit to make sure that when you close, there's nothing that you're going to say, oh my God, I didn't notice this. It's done. Unless somebody lied to you in that contract, you're done. I think we don't have any more time. Guys, 407-476-9059. Puertas Abiertas Show, Gmail. Mari and Janet here. Carmen is always somewhere else, but she's our pal out there.
Bring in
Call
the
us.
questions.
We can even bring in the dogs. My dog is part of the show. That Chihuahua is part of the show. We're going to be right back. We're going to take a short commercial break. We're leaving. I'm going. Okay. Time is
Bye.
up. Thank you,
Stay
guys.
tuned,
Thank you. We'll
guys.
see you next week. Come back and check us out, okay? Next week, Puertas Abiertas, right here for you every Friday, 9 p.m. at GKI Radio. We see you next week, guys.
See you.